Osenkafo osi bibia ewo ne mre osu ewo ne mre ena anije enso wo ne mre eti so osu mre ba aya sususu osere mre so ba aya sususere na obi anka se utuatua na so na ni nyina ne se bibia ni ho a ebeka ho afebo emre no edi asesa na edi adanadane memo akwa ababiem eba Adom TV Showtyme memenda bia no wotwe ba Ghana ha nyina obiade na fidie eto Adom TV na obehwe Showtyme na ha no agudie mu nsem entertainment creative art ene ma ekọ nyina efa movie celebrities ho music celebrities ho obi bia na ye ba na ye aba besom na enanwumre so ye was stories bebre ho ha ye ba bedi nkon o kai na anu ya romance sophobia wakoto kimpaluta nyum wa sondema eho abeye he no yes wababa pacho se ye kafra che mesramo ma anye ni ye eti menuanuma Christopher ene Catholic som no momfa memfom so ene encheme na baba ye nkomodi amamanfo obusa se wo hwe enwum bi ho no a nipa no onhye dampa no ho se obi oye Christo nwum to nyontuni na emom no nsem a egwomu no nsem a ya ne Christo nwum no ase edu te yesi ma ho kwan na ye bossa anwum ni bi sa ewo asonde mu ana nti obeti medi ni nyina be ya sida o say asida aha ohima mercy so asida eti asida bia ya asida wati ase eti eno ne ba bedi ho nkomo eno da nchen a black rasta the rootica was sounding one ya ma Olive the boy say nansi o kwakobo performance bi ewo NDC for campaign bi ase na mo rally bi ase but business ana okokoye or say wa man warning or man caution so hwe ne hu yi na saa ne ma no ewo ho sunsanso a ebetumi ediaba but we refi say darling lemon ana de bia omoso ya sen me nya hoden na ye de dwumadie no ebremu abrano biara na matare nso eham ye Steve Man clothing ono adaroma na manya bibia sha me de ababegina on hwe na chi kwan adenta opposite the Light Academy School hwe na on sabeka no na ya wanyom tofo akuku dam so e wo fie a on ba mbeka me ho enye de bia me nko a na me ye entimi wo sofo baako ono me ne wo some history bi na me ka kire mo aha na another superstar so e ba be ka me ho me nua Saliman enso e ba be ka me wo ha eno ti de bia me bo aba so say si ye kwaba ukoso tenase twen ne akwaba eno ti mi twa me ho kakraba me diane kojokin ye ba Showtyme ebeto aso sama akwaba soronko eba Adom TV na Showtyme na wa o title na ye twa ho na aguso hwe no wona me hia o me salute say abribia wo bon ho modern na support because ye betena na wan hwa na esemfaso bia ene so na me ka kire say dwumadi darling lemon ana so ya sene ema abribia ye timi betena na ye do favorite celebrities no omo ho nsem ebro na ensam no de bebre me de kan bobo obi so kire o ye nua medical entity enso a ye nya ne se one ye nua ba easy baby omo welcome omo baby news wo ho feel ho and also remember ma ye bedi on komo and honorable deputy minister was say creatives no munyi manim na mura politics no mamo nyanya atwo mamo ntetete ofe se party A na opa yiwanim na dom ofe se party B a yiwanim na dom efi se wo ye den a politics no eno a ne kura ewiase enti se wo de ho behye a na wo de ho ayede ehye mu eno nti abedwafo etena se a ye de sansem nyina no ne pomasi bre ebebro na mahu emu na emom no manya one superstar enso go fi ha no mo na onye superstar keke oye osofo ne office in the fivefold ministry no prophet na osanso music na mekai mrebi atwamu tudu Vitalio photos me boss info me chiao yeah na me tonton cameras wo na me tewana nice gentleman bibora shop more than the cameras by say opese obesisi so we got along your bon come feel we became friends after many years and I'm saying kusiano ewo kasapa FM na ya hwe hu anim na ya hwe Eyewa. Say newa. Anything you may Prophet Joseph Atara Eofia. Ozapo.
Yes, sir.
Akwaba.
Yeah.
Okay story.
Wow. Then easy. Achepa.
Easy. Wow, but if you say a circle.
Sa.
Wow, no, we say maybe baba me assign. Aba bishia.
Manda njene sa krada, but nyame adom wa me ehia na me hu nzu manage.
Oh, nice. Me so sad
because ayo kama pa.
Kame ya oboni a. Eke ka no so ya me boni a. Eke na ehia na de me ma ye hu
Yeah.
It was beautiful, say.
Yeah.
Bibia akui ede ya kupo.
Oni pe bia se o ye bibia ne tambia utu anamo bia no are very careful. Yeah. Because unim baby obesi obi ochira.
Okay.
Yeah. Unim baby obesi obi ochira nti we nka me ba honom no na one treat me ana se me so me be ye ofrakada bia.
Exactly.
Ka wache me.
Can they carry me but try hand my ija. Because monza.
Yeah.
Ghost musician. Oh nya. By the reason I
Asida. Sido.
Hey, what's up want to be?
Na nyame.
Wa say
na nyame ase ho.
Hey, no what to be?
Yeah.
What to be?
Mato.
So what to Kimpoluta no?
Oh.
And why am I born here?
And no dear minimum to papa. And no dear minimum to papa.
And what do you know?
No dear minimum to papa.
Also you kill. What's why I'm born here? One
fancy. Yes.
No one you born it dano.
Minimum.
Okay, no obetumia.
Okay.
On tafre.
Nabacho.
Nabache.
Okay. Aya futu onyom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see it me too, sorry.
Yeah. Na me onim say me to nyom a eya kohwe me videos. Papa we ni obo me do wiase nyawa koma wanda ga me to anyum sorry a me momo bo bitima me de to gospel.
Oh no, sofo. How?
Makania me penyi na kireo. Eja ye ni ame pe mame ode eje. Mi bi se o si kan fan kamimio. Mi bi se wa wanre fan kamimio. Mi bi se wa kwentu fan kamimio. Na sra na mesra won paibo.
But obi beka se of one man kwan.
Da bi me man kwan.
Insan say aden na ode eye secular rhythm ba be she eye asonde.
Me ba beat na ye bo no. Ye wo gospel there na wo
beat the beat.
Good.
Beat ye beat. But message there.
Ye ka say gospel. What is about gospel? Gospel ya sempa.
Okay.
What you say? And Bible ankotu enyum bi say enyum eye wiase nyum but okotu say ye nkwase anyum.
Okay.
We read Ecclesiastes chapter number 7 verse 5 now. Or say eye say ubetie afutu anase e betia chin say ubetie nkwase anyum.
Say won kwase anyum ho.
Ye won kwase anyum ho. What you say? Enti enyum bi wo ho no mo a ti say me papa we David ebe ye amati dede. Eye futu onyum.
Okay.
Enti ye wonyum bi wo ho a eye futu onyum. Enti ti say kwabna oye secular artist Bob otunyum bi ye to aso dem. Nenyum no crowd dey say bi kwan ma me. Yeah, eye futu onyum. Enti so catch Radi say Radi bi kwan ma na eye mpai bonyum. Ti etimi to aso dem. Okay.
Enti wo dey ebejafo dey church ya. You better be a mubium and then a
okay.
Me, I'm a TA, dear minim say, oh, yes, software, or sound so a yum to me. I'm sure say be more so show our man who done or minimum. Or be and any day decaya or share a Prophet Joseph Atarano. A dear same faka crabbing out debate to me. I introduce on my channel.
May I say, Prophet Joseph Atara, founder and leader of Believers Grace Crown Ministry International.
Okay.
I saw no Adenta barrier.
Okay.
Footbridge in Chamber be a cheesy pizza one. Me were on the top.
Oh wow.
Now for 18 years I'm a prophet in
for 18 years.
18 years.
Wow. That is a time I'm sharing now.
Yeah, no my sorry camera na me de ba on.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, my sorry camera na me de ba.
Now they buy so be
yes,
wow.
See mama no. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Then you have experience.
Yeah,
because as a young guy then.
Yeah.
Not still
And the time of whom I am suffer.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Me shall the suffer from 2006.
2006.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And in Kakra and 2021.
Okay.
Rade Emma made the official made a nyumba de Oyodo.
Oyodo.
Say and then manfa brand number into be na hu
exactly. Yeah.
Who say me shata de bia gumi kom ni ade nti for 18 years now and I have been in the ministry. But before na me Ghana Armed Forces band na me bo ami band me wo me a trumpeter and a drummer.
Oh wow.
Trumpeter
and a drummer.
Yeah, ansana na me be friend me me started na me jumani nti obi oni me bia no Prophet Joseph Atara leader and founder of Believers Grace Crown Ministry International.
Believers Grace Crown Ministry International Adenta Barrier.
Yeah, Adenta Barrier.
Me tai see stories about instrumentalists omo tai ebe ya asofo. Minimum kra minimum na for be ba ku mienu miensa bia omo instrumentalists omo abedane asofo.
Okay.
That side of the ministry, what is special about omo bo instruments e was on them?
Okay, yeah, nkofobia nyame ani ku ye ho. But sometimes the instrumentalists in ye hunu say nyame ani ku ye ho. Ye fa ne say shabu and ye kobo. O kan Bible no kra na Bible say baby a eternity baby a ye wu a ye be kono. Ye ni mpagya nko a preaching ni ho.
Okay.
Enti obi a o ye instrumentalist no so o ye obi a o ye vessel ema nyankopon a daache na obo obra yi a nyankopon be kwa ko yusu ewo baby a ofri asase so a obekọ. But sometimes ye bu ye hu ye hu say me de me kobo agiska but se wo bie wu the secret is se wo bie wu because okay, Revelation chapter number 3 no 20 no say 1920 na o say me gina pon echi na me bom na ne obebie me no me wuram na me na beto nse didi nti se wo ye instrumentalist na wo bie mu ema nyankopon no so wa ya available mo obi ase obi obebie ne mo no obefa ne so no wa yusu no na afoforo nso enya nhyira nti the secret is se wo ma ho kwan a nyankopon because obia oba asase su bia nyame wo raising ti a ode ne bai
o ma ho kwan a nyankopon ede obeye adwuma mene eye Prophet Joseph Atara na yedi nkomo oye prophet no san so ye gospel musician na o video no ink wo mu pa and stars e wo mu you say so for wa ma me di agro eno nti no ye nkonkora video ni kakra video na video we no asama me see e wo krom ni say $50,000 or more and they try that video. But Prophet you Oscar, it me man out because me share media personality say womu was so mun na dia go na say yes ka so I said me $50,000. That's some good money.
And I said that me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Na no crave so much 50,000 and I feel broke ram.
Now why na catch it?
Ewo krom.
Zao.
Yes.
Say nyankopon de obo special.
Okay.
Enti say nyankopon bo special na obi a otitu special bia no hu so hu no special.
Okay.
Ana meboa. Enti say nyame abo special na oye bibia ma nyankopon a me I believe in say o ye ade a ye ni yiye. Tin say obeye ne ebilibi. Yes. Enti say ye the $50,000 ye ade ma nyankopon kreso. Yeah. See the $50,000 yeah, them man yankupo crazy. So and this your omo catch us 50,000 crack.
You want to biom 100,000 Wow, but let me give you your flowers. I mean, the video is beautiful.
Thank you.
In fact, concept, shots, color, pictures, on point. And can it be a gospel for no? I say. Moment spending on videos.
You who's a boy chisa na mobile brand pending no more bass when say you mo chase you mo pa. Yeah, what you say? Yen go jira flower hon kwa.
But flower bu full. Flower bu full. flower buafu. I say mo say what ja flower to
there be a combo me the fra.
Beautiful. So that was the Obi from a Prophet Joseph Atara. Now I check him say video no. Yes, Sikana Modre no. Sa and it's here. Another superstar and so about coming home Eufia no now. In fact, or you'll be I admire his talent so much because ye kase yen tunu mo yen fa voice and tunu mo or e bano say entron so or ho no e bano art everything about music there Yankopon de sa acheden Adom no enyum there were 7 bebre and or nyuma globally it is accepted and it has made a lot of waves. Baba become home and you may it will fear me in about betray and come. Minia Camido, it will fear coming.
Yeah, man.
Welcome.
Oh, man.
We did say we be a work or yeah.
Adom.
Yeah, the young couple assay. Yeah, the young couple assay.
Yeah.
2018, we release it till date. Ubenya sugar cane.
Yeah.
Share with us some of the things was sooner from that time, no, till date as a musician.
Me chino inshadanya too.
Yeah, I'll be free from my yes.
Me bomb me home
But home what you might cry.
Rat say governor a
What you say?
Gary. But anyways, like I think Messiah Nyama Bebre, and I mean to me Enkai Nyama Nyina Messiah every
basic ones.
And Yum Tum, but you know a home brassier, you know, hard work.
Hard work.
Yeah, I think so. Like humility and hard work, patience. Sanya now because we jumano koswa now who say, oh, okay, we anka was send me to me book. Okay, we anka and yes me kanesa or whatever. You uti as here, you know. Additionally, there be brave. Yeah, be brave or yeah.
Beautiful. Ebi mo share my experience. Emra bia omo mbeye kese no.
Yeah.
Now they are thinking, they are understanding about the game, how they manage themselves down there and sana omutimi ababenya the breakout no. Any enchesa that difference no. Say o sheho now we wonder who say be obenyom I bigger. You are also dreaming say one day you also get there. Now you finally get there. Share with us the difference between these two phases.
I think when you get there, you get more confident.
Okay.
You know, because then you've tasted it and then you're like, now you're very confident in yourself, in your abilities and all of that. But enkanino unyandu hono na why anxious. So be do ho and I won't name the way a bit here like Otias here, won't name the way a hot and at that level no be what be amao Otias here, my she is crazy.
Yeah, but it's
you know, but yeah, basically like I think the beginning no na anxiety be ho but Odu baby upeso no, I think it gives you more confidence. Yeah.
Beautiful. Onyom eye sugar cane.
Yeah.
We all know the success it make here all over the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. And your boy Abaso on that. I think said now it is the most viewed video on YouTube. Before it was Kinsak, Adonai.
Yeah.
And now it is your video.
Yeah.
O started professionally in chair bebre. O share some of these sources are what achieve within this short space and some of these achievements. How does that make you feel?
Blessed. Makes me feel blessed. You know, because it can only be grace and yeah, blessings. You know, from God for you to achieve that. I work hard, but at the same time I also know that Dean.
Okay.
Is that right?
Yeah, Dean,
yeah. You know, Dean but and drew baby
old, you know.
And media so I drew within the time frame matumi achieve the ama achieve into me say Nyankopon Adom into me the man Nyankopon.
It is an inspiration that song no. It is an inspiration for any Ghanaian musician because those times now you share we also need songs that cut across. So there are so many lessons that we need to learn. What can hard work? That is a general, a broad way. Some of the practical near more and make it that success because any joke. Obi be feel say it was just accidental, but for you come some of the things are practically we know team here and sana mutimi enya asa achievements.
Practically I think the DBR, that is what I do. Like Udi and Yumna two out there come for interviews, you know, performances, then beyond like content. You know, content and influencers and so on, like, you know, to promote the record on their platforms. And I think it's the same thing, but Sugarcane just came with a special grace. Here. So it's the same old thing that we do. And anything spectacular, and I say BBR. And say, I'll just say that we should just work hard and just like seek the grace of God.
And
to me, I get it the same way, you know, and to me, your parents, you know, the more you tap into your inspiration and you make the music, then you could also do insurance, Bruce. A good swammer na a baby and I knew be or say obey my artist. No, you know, there's some records that will just establish you, some records that would now shoot you to like different parts of the world. There's some records that, you know, would even drop you. You know, because like that's just the cycle. Like, you know, there has to be like the top and then the recession and keep going like that. So long as the artists are not saying one jai ejumana, you keep going like that. And that's just how life is, you know.
Your former manager, I don't know if it's a right thing to say. So I say your former manager, all right, George Britton. Acceptable.
Yeah. Because still my brother. And
your brother.
Yeah, I mean,
Obeka said most spending over $100,000 with respect to promoting Sugarcane.
You're spending money. Like a lot of money, but I can't really like pinpoint because like it might even be more. Like it might even be more. Not to say that like, you know, it might even be more. Sometimes you just keep going. You know, just bearing in mind, say, an investment. You know, because sometimes it's just your chop money. But you decide to use it to shoot content. Sometimes it's just it. But when you do the accounting and you put everything all together from like the beginning to the time that you decided to, you know, run through the accounts, then you realize that, oh my God, actually, my spendings are Sikawe, but say from beginning, I catch up, say, Ube spendings are Sikawe. I say, only you don't have it and all of that. So, yeah.
Good. Enna, about promotion, also now,
yeah.
Wait, say, aside say, no one is special grace.
Yeah.
A Juma sign then, echo,
yeah.
It will be a be or being so ye be or who say, Charlie, aside everything, you have to also spend it.
Yeah.
And one thing I tidy. Ghanaian musicians, so we don't like to invest back into our music. But in your case, you will say more year, so.
If you are not conforming, someone needs can.
But they are not investing. They want to invest in other.
Yeah.
Let's say more years our investment in how was the returns as well?
It was good. It was good. Like at the end of the day, you recoup your money. Places that you borrowed money from, all the loans that you took, you were able to pay back. So you thank God for that, because there are also certain times where you take all these loans to make investments and then you don't have good returns, you know. So it was good returns and being able to pay back everything wherever, like, you know, you took advances or loans from and all of that. I will not be able to speak much on that, say like it's much of like management information. So I don't really like know much, but I know that it was a good return.
But I saw a video, I would say, unya more than $500,000.
Oh, sometimes we just talk, but sometimes too it's really true, you know. But I'm just saying that as of now, I can't really like pinpoint, say more than $500,000, like, you would just exaggerate because, you know, like sometimes.
So that time now, kind of not.
We made good money.
Because it's also important.
It's facts. I'm just saying that as of now, like I'm unable to tell you or confirm that information. But yes, I remember that we made so much money from like that. But not to say, because sometimes when you say we made so much money, it sounds like that's your profit. But you know, obviously you have to pay back. You know, the principal, you have to pay back what you put in there, and then, you know, so what you deduct becomes your profit. So what you make, the extra becomes your profits. And that's why I'm just not able to say my profit was like
this.
Confirm that my profit was $500,000. That would be ridiculous.
Kamido, your favorite superstar.
Yeah.
And or the nominee in Abafia, many prophet Joseph Ataran, so Efia, your favorite gospel artist. Na minua ba enso ababe kame ho. Na Pandit of the Year. Pandit of the Year. Last edition of the RTPs.
Ana the eba.
Ono no nyae. Ni eba no so obesaje. Ni eba no so obesaje.
Onto meka se.
Onto so ono a beka se. Mabre.
Munyim film.
Senior journalist because so this year mamu nominate me. Magia bre. Yes, countryman so go see why. Magia, my bre. I feel who feel more before. Sorry, Akwaba.
Thank you so much.
We have a call here.
I said you who Kamidu, I said they were who.
So
I said who baby.
Oh yeah, sure. Mo be there me dey be have who bad that. Me who bad that. Yeah. They be have who bad that because you boy Juma.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eti welcome week in there to say.
It has been great. It has been great, pa. But say if I want to join the conversation, there's one thing that I feel say very profound, and I need to give it to you. In a sense, say a lot of your artists are not able to open up like the way that you did.
Yeah.
Because I quite remember say a year Wizkid, he came out saying the first time Oboroska.
Yeah.
Too. For the record near the end. You don't hear artists saying, I borrowed.
Okay.
I mean, on top of my head, I think say you are the first artist that you're coming out like real to tell us, say, I borrowed.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong in borrowing because who vision, you know. And who say bet me a Jew baby. And I'll borrow so. When you sika, Eddie Akoshe baby and I'll borrow back. It was good investment anyway. And I want to give you that thumbs up.
Thank you.
And also I want to give you a thumbs up to the fact that you guys were able to place value on the Ejuma Moyen because sugarcane, we all saw Ejuma Ekom.
Yeah.
But what I say, it's ultimate value over 100,000 at all. So no,
Yeah.
because of how I enjoy travel.
Yeah.
3 days ago, there was an assertion by Nanama McBrown. Say, on the Big Brother Niger platform, I laughed because that's not true. Wonyom, sugarcane, Omubo no Big Brother, no kissing baby by Sack, Omuba, Black Onyom, they play. I mean, people are Omotumia Rachel, almost standard. Say Nigeria, Omotumia Kohono. They play. But when I heard say, she was saying, say, Nigerian platforms, like that, do not support art. I'm like, no, you are not ardent watcher of that show. Because if Wusha, one of the shows, anytime, more community be for reality shows, anytime, we rejoice in those communities. Oh, yabo Kamidonum, yabo Sakenyum, yabo Black Onyum, yabo Wenyum, Teno, or more Metumia making impact globally, no? They play their music. Just like Omo Honosono, Omo making impact, no more play Omo. I want to give it to you. So what to me this sika atoso? Because if Davido can say, so the last album spent $2 million, why can't a Ghanaian say, I've put this amount of money into so now to me say what put this car with now to me $500,000. I could teach you usikano. Enya kakra de share. I good investment that anybody. So I would want to give it to you. Pass at the end of the day, never change any amount of money that you spend because say ya nyesa anwa e mane nyefe e men conform bemu embambe support. So I give you thumbs up for that part.
Beautiful from Saliman, Pandit.
I think what she said is like really awesome. Just to add to it, right? Big sister Nanama McBrown, she's really been like a great supporter of my music. Like, and I've seen her support like other artists too.
True.
You know, and I think mostly when we talk about Nigeria not supporting our music or not playing our music, the Nigerians also feel bad about it. Because Omohone say, okay, say one ba
Exactly. Thank you so much.
So I think that is what we get it. But generally, we see it as, okay, this is the music industry, and it's now a global village, and so then all should be supported equally. So that is where we get it wrong. That's where we get it wrong. I feel like, because mostly like my team and I, this year I've been to Nigeria like twice, right? And I go there and I do media runs, and another time I'm coming, I drop another song. Sometimes the songs don't do well as maybe Sugarcane, right? But it is the efforts that you put in. That is how they get to know you. So if they want to play something across borders, they say, oh, we know this person, we know this person, and we know this person. Black was signed to a label that has like a HQ in Nigeria. So obviously he will have that Jackie's, I think, with Sony, I guess.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Kiddie Empire. Like, so it depends on the effort
Where you
that
put-
you make.
Thank you so
and
much.
that gives you, like, you know,
Thank you.
the leverage also to get that type of, like, airplay. So, yeah.
Good
but,
one.
And like, a lot of Ghanaian artists who don't have the backing. That's the problem. Like, they don't have the financial backing. So, I don't know, because somebody said, they heard Mahama said, when he wins, he's going to, like, support the creative industry. I hope he does it, because Nkofube can't, but they don't do it, you know. The music industry, the creative industry is one industry that makes so much money, like GDP for the country. But I don't know why people don't see it. Burna Boy or something like that, like Burna Boy, I guess, or even David or Wiz. Apparently, like, at some point, Wiz had to do a show in Ghana, and he was paid $1 million USD.
And it's possible, though.
And so that money now goes to Nigeria.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? But now, if a Ghanaian artist like, listen, Sarkodie, Stonebwoy,
Yourself. You have to mention.
Kamido,
Yeah.
like, Kiddie, all of us, like, get to that point where it's like, we have so much investment that our records are valued at that level, where we are doing shows in America and then we are getting all that money. Where do you think we're going to buy our houses? Number one. Where do you think we're going to spend the money? It brings back money to the country. And there's so much more that, like, and I'm not here to school anybody, but the government has to, like, make conscious efforts to really, like, support the industry. You know, because, like, we can't even make shows, we can't even do shows with good staging, good mic, and sometimes I get pissed off. Sometimes me bufu. Because I'm like, don't come and put me on this stage and expect me to deliver the way I delivered on that stage.
On the
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like,
stage, yeah.
don't give people crap and expect to get big bread out of that. Yes, and you can also understand that they don't have the money. That's why they don't invest. That's why you see the stages, it's like crappy, shitty, and all of that.
Hey,
it has to change. What you here? It has to change.
I would say.
So my only point, I'm not actually, I'm actually not going at anybody. I'm only saying that.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day,
say the tree na ira kura.
yes, a year, but and your friend is saying, artists, let's say politicians, some shows now artists performance and not go
You tag them.
Yeah, what topic
what topic?
I have a topic there,
Yeah.
so we will talk about it. So for Kamido can about financial support.
Yeah.
And no the obi them say industry edring.
Yeah.
Most of them omo sika, omo koye adwuma bi wo baabi, na omo san dia ba be hyenyum no.
Yeah.
Who say issue is saying?
And financial support in a dear, a more thing. And you boo or honum cry or pursue pushing in yum, but unis county minium. Unis county minium, but Ghana hano, you support no. And to send your cassette what to say former president say or ba a man yet sebe kasa keke, but omu ba because to say secular foreign crowd, the omunya supporting kakra gospel for.
Omo so omo bro. Na say
but omo say yes or a secular omo bre but omo no omunya record labels omo timi assign one. By gospel no hardly so benya record label be sign.
Okay.
Enti ye de ne de kun kra ye de ne. Oh say obu onye sofo.
Asofo yi na mo de say mo sika.
Dem na me che say sofo ye nwumo a obu ho no mo a onye sofo ono nso we obende
so sofo be send sofo timi blessing
but say on say asofo duma no ho emu tre o emu so wuti ase obu ho no ma ne dan problem obi say na nyom ne nipa ba konsa enso nyankopon ni ekata enti say ye nya support e wo creative art ni mu na say e bia e bosia kura na ye de be bo no na say e de be ye adwuma no no abetu I think say it will help yes
beautiful wo a wo hwe so Facebook Adom TV na wa join now the comment aba and same bia opese obusa Kamido obusa eye Prophet Joseph Atara and as a topics now ye de ebeka ho nkomo ni nyina no obetimi asande aba ye be kan ne fefefe amount yenko your first topic the main topic of the night it's about enwum ya about music na software Catholic software bi ewo asonde ma oye nyame adwuma na honhom ne kan no ene enwum esi ni tirima ye nwa kimpaluta enwum asida ene we didn't have a asida o nan kan we de dika What I say? Then them say someone baby had the cry. And I say ho. Eti ya gongo video no na ehon sam bebre ya ba ya betra seria baby so. Ya mo fanche. Why be born ya mo fanche. No nya boni da no.
That was nice. That was nice. That was really nice.
But adia we buy you know. And I'm saying no.
Why am I saying no?
We're a Catholic.
Papa phone.
We're a Catholic church. We believe in principles. We believe in methodology. We BIN pere. Eduntina. It me koye boni cry or be a fan of Bonica. Eti, you was son them one. And you want to to a year a new way. It's say a secular song. Any what trendy on social media pa. Emma Christopher also a bashino. Emma or the child papa say bo Miss Remo. Adabraka, man said that. A feeling, and a buy the man made the eto. But the people also say, what is wrong in this? Or share the message in the song. And in seminar, or cana. And come off say it is almost like a gospel song that's supposed to enter a year. It's a year ne letter or the abba. And no, say I write to you with a heavy heart, filled with regret and humility. I am deeply sorry for my actions in relation to the viral video featuring me singing a secular song as set up by King Paluta. And no. Or the abba, I'm on for bashing the year pa. Yebusa, and to form you know ha. Na me desa baku ye secular, baku a gospel. I was saying a software on top of it. Sally so underground. Underground.
Oh boy, for Baba.
It's a square. It's no. Middle.
Yeah.
Look at this. Yeah. A new way, Unia King Paluta, Catholic priest, Akoto was on them. In the first place, in your opinion, Papa and I say,
I love it. I think it's awesome. I think it's beautiful. Say, what in Jumno, and that was an inspiration right there. Like he was inspired, and that's internal Dubai. You know when you're singing in church. I've sung in church before.
Okay.
And sometimes when it's the inspiration that makes you bring a particular song. Like basically, the album Paya Fahono, and no hunjum. So I think he was inspired and also and that record is beautiful. Like what's the point? That is why they tell you like the division is actually in the church and not like, you know, whoever knows, I don't even know the statement that, but religion is actually what brings
division.
You know, because what's the point? Why are you telling him that he's singing a secular song? What is a secular song?
Oh, say a what?
So our music is endorsed by the devil.
Yeah, what? Thanksgiving songs, baby.
At the end of the day, the content of the music, I feel like, Mihune said the content of the music is like, there's no profane word in there, and then it's actually just giving praise to God. It's like giving reverence to God. So I don't find anything wrong with it though. So Obi, whom problem with you? That's him and his God, because I find it like, you can't be said crife. That is what it is.
I don't know more yet.
Yeah, I think it's bullshit. Like,
Kabi do so no mo nyadwene na enwom message no na esese ye hwe. Ma me nko so for ho. So for the obe so for kwa so ne ma to nwum de. And so for yanko. Me di ni ya be ya si da o.
Asido.
Na de nyamie
wa se o.
Anyway, why am I born here?
On Fanta.
Why am I born here?
Yeah. Also for do remix. Yeah. Also for do remix.
Now also for.
Yeah.
You busa say message. Here. Messenger also our the message in the and so here some of the people are making arguments on that tangent. You share any me course nyina say Catholic priesty okoto enyum senior ono ankasa ne Catholic somfo train na adwen ba so sa de oye no enye any the general public any apology or the abano. What is your take on this?
But that's it. Men condemn father no.
Okay.
And nimpeni for no so men condemn because I sorry be on the doctrine.
Okay.
asori bia e woni doctrine enti ebi omo doctrine mu no na ensese oto saa anyum no aha but in other side no so me hunu say King Paluta or a secular artist there but ye can't gospel ye asempa enti ye ka say gospel musician and a secular musician enyum to ye say okika nsem bom na odi afa bibi mu ama obi ate enti se o ka sempa akire obi enti sofo no hunu se ana fada ne hunu se sempa pa na King Paluta aboabo ano enti se owo aseda bi ode manyame a ohunu se gospel bible no nso ka se wade nyina ho kwa na so nyina na fataye but me hunu se enyum we no there's no issue be as o to waso dem a because say na me di kaka no kwamra nyom bi kwama me yebo waso dem kwamra secular artist and na me ma scripture say o kan Ecclesiastes chapter number 7 verse 5 o si si e betia ana e be rebuke you chin say o betie nkwase anyom enti enyum a sabi wani mu nkwase anyom ena ensesi ye to waso dem but enyum a futu nyom enyum a defy obi no anase praise Nyankopon no say ye to waso dem a me hu boni bi ewom
so and I want to just add to pastor okay me Catholic school
okay
and I've been a sacristan before and Catholic church you too enyum from the hymnary that is what is the prescribed
sure
you know but say a school church Catholic church still Catholic church almost to me two praises now to their any
hymn
okay. So I don't know they all kind of say every church has a doctrine. I think it makes sense but like if I don't think this one deserves like any sanction. I don't think it deserves any sanction. That is where because he also said that the music is edifying God. Like at the end of the day it's a good song, it's a gospel song. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So me when they say that one there, like I know I agree with them.
So also
that be all.
Yeah. Me issue me busa a question back about messenger no so the message na baby original, baby feedback. And also nyina no dey ma say you consider because obi wo ha or a gospel artist, you say the DBA or ye and also be a prophet DBA or ye anything should we overlook messenger no any ne stand for na yemfa enum bia or to ana
okay on say me catch you say bible say wade nyina ho kwan enye nyina na fata en at that moment no hwe obi ti say Mary Magdalene na say na nema pa woni mu pa o till say o meet Jesus who knows say ebia ye fe ne say King Paluta enyum yo to watchna krokro ebi obeyesofo
esa no yochina
yes and I make a share me and my brother Lord Kenya se nyetika lente de kokoria minue satia nyina nyepa what you say and ne wabeye sofo enti si ye condemn na and once ye condemn no
say when say be at those times no sofo bi so koto si campo fan ho was for them man and ye condemn na and wabeye sofo
and ne Lord Kenya
and so to say anyum na
yes
in the wrong way.
Yes, and me who be I say you better say because obi ni mo chira. Then time I was a secular player. Me band.
Say band, I know they band.
Say me boss secular nyum.
Band is secular.
And say about secular song. Yeah, be a bomber artist. Yeah, ni Ohiniba Kisi abope. Ohiniba Kisi so secular artist.
Let them now this often.
Dabi na sata na make say
what you say we no bo shabu
what you say like mensa no ye ne o mabo enti that time no obi ani se me ba be yesefo
okay
but ene ma be yesefo enti e bi kra onim se nyankopon timi fa bodamfo so kra ka asem kire wo you know that nyankopon otimi sabi otimi yusu obi a e ka asem kire enti so obi ka asem a kire wo na ye asem papa
fa asem no
okay enti mi de ne ye content no what you say? Ena enye King Paluta nso no gina so den moto. ɛyɛ sɔfoɔ ɛna ɛto nnwom no wote aseɛ enti sɛbe maasɔre dɛm ɛyɛ wɔ Christopher religion ɛna ɛwɔ yɛfrɛ ne sɛ Muslims wɔ ɔmo religion ba onim sɛ Muslims ba maasɔre enti ɛno nti bɛpa mo nana wɔ Muslim wɔ maasɔre a wɔ problem nyame afa me so asolve ne problem na ma no wote ase ebetimi adu ba bi a Muslim bi a ene wabɛyɛ Christian through me enti no owu ene yɛde me kɔ ne fie sɛ nka mɛka sɛ ɔnyɛ oni me religion mu ɔngye Yesu ndi enti mɛhwɛ na ma na wo me bɔ mpa ma no nkyerɛkyerɛ na ade ɔno te ne ho ase no ne kru ya Muslim ɔno yɛ Kristoni wote ase enti sɛ wo condemn sɛ ayeyi a King Paluta de manyame no o condemn no say oye wiasini a
menyi ni say omo condemn enyum no but see so for nkwa sorry Sunday we have a way ya de som
good
ebia ye so ya ye beye we ye free ye ko ye free we it is say o dani ani now the bibia hwa ebia in the long run ba be ha asoy na o yiri say ye twe adwen ba so say enye bon menye so ma condemn nyom no
enti da me kan say
totally say ye bronsam
na me kan say but men condemn ai fathers no mo train no ebesi na ne oto nyom so men condemn no onu no nim di enti oto nya enyom no na ohunu nyom no so say eya ye nyom
okay
what you say I believe say ne enti a father ne to sa nyom no ohunu say eya seda no de manyame
okay it is so for say sisi ya o yeah you say I'm actually the difference say kobo drums man over
ena me di kaka kire say ye wo ade nyina ho kwan
no we enye back no ebusa say ye o profession
yes
na me say bi o china o person o kobo gig bi no say be team drums no man na obeye
da bi menya secular artist
ba gospel dey ofrewa
gospel me kwa kobo
mate
gospel me bo
ehun here
yeah
all right we ko sali so na ono so e de eye ne de abre because manfo bebre momo quote Bible ma defense against the act and omo so a omo quote for the act no na aye bebre sali ma memra so mi wi a meko Facebook no ma kokenka messages kakra asama abai say gospel secular songs to be a good and I say face say hon sem no ete no ye mwa kwan ye mium na ye ntimi mo wa Sunday mu not even Catholic alone but asori BM no ye ma kwan say nyum ni mu nsem no eto asoma ye ma kwan na enya ye mo ana
I feel say I will give it to the father
okay
say in watena say ehun say esum na ye wo mu no me say Christendom ade very funny pa na ye Bible na ekitaye no eso so encourage you say bia so obewe nam Paul said a lot of things bia obewe nam na wonam na obewe no so hwe say bisa atara tena hai patrati ase ebetimi ama akosi any stumbling blocker was so consider wo a friend say Wuniano. What you say? Yes, and now we no Bible condemn me.
Okay.
So very nam. And I saw obedi fish, and I obedi fruit, and I say bibia. And I saw no monsa. But obi oha, Wuniano otena nenche no. Ebia wari ensenya no waba. Babia. This time she say we. Now they any time I me who a friend say Mr. Atara oh, na club we see me na me tra. I'm being a stumbling block to you guys. Ana kwajo adia Christopher yenhu ne say Yesu Christo ne kan wo Matthew 22:14 to I think it's 24 no. Pharisees for came to him. Now on person omo testing no. So omo de coin e buy. Okay. No, in fact, they asked me a question. Say, oh, would you won share ni pay him no wakasa? Say, is it appropriate? Say enipa beti attacks ana.
Okay.
It was for a coin na wo at that time no they buy no bisa say. Hina a picture na edasi. Also Caesar and Akasari. That's like we said in the chain was yenye. Yenye ebima kasari. Na yenye onyankopon de man. It's based on what me I'm a big believer of the Bible. Based on what Jesus Christ were the follower of the followers into ye Christians and they can say there's a time and place for everything. It do baby a party mood.
Yeah.
Go
and
and party. Do you understand what I'm saying? But baby, yaba say you give it respect because as someone what you can say worshiper is an act of showing respect, honor, and recognition to God. It's a honor. Yeah, bet you say oh. Yeah, they free. I had a year, but what time I work 24/7 nimunina no. Yeah, just a Sunday.
Okay.
2-3 hours. Said this particular time, no. Yeah, sunshine say we are worshiping God.
Okay.
We are giving Him respect. We are giving Him, and it's all about Him. It's DNA be ye sua de ye kenkan Bible. Ye niyama e betumi ama ye hu say ye worshiping no. In worshiping Him and giving Him respect, you know, I feel say, we did 24 hours in your time, say, betie Camidonium, ye betie honorable, ye betie Cobnacobnanium, ye betie Bibia. God is not preventing any of that.
But do
what's why He's a happy God. So what it is, they say, we are a happy God, dear, or the person anybody. However, the time I had dedicated, say, young found show. Reverence, respect, recognition, any honor to Him or no. I do not think that it is wise for any single person or friend who say, that's my opinion, a Christian say, or be dilute the essence of worship with whatever that year. Because say me free her, maybe I'm a bameho, Nampesa membo Camido, Nenum Maria Mboa.
Yeah.
Maria, any friend say, sugar cane.
Okay.
What else? God does not go against
it.
Yes. But the season and time was say Ecclesiastes chapter 3 was say you will bread any season for everything. The time you say yesu, time you say esre, time you say esa, time you say ninyina wo. But a due time you dedicated say you a place of worship. Be it a temple, be it or whatever, that particular time, I think say it should be honorable enough.
I like what my big sister said, but I just want to add to it. Who gives the tag secular gospel? Who gives that tag to people? Now, he said something, or you said something that you've helped a Muslim person before.
Yeah.
You see, even the Bible says the greatest of all the commandments is love. Don't let anything deceive you. They think like, say, okay, right now, because the world is calling this person a secular person, he's a secular person. He may be more godly than even the pastor that's behind the pulpit.
It's true.
He may be more godly than even the person reading the reading or whatever, like laying hands on people on that day. We need to understand that, like I said, religion has brought more separation in the world than any other thing. It's important because what's the message? The message of the song is giving all the praise to God. Before, back in the day, I was whatever. But now,
if you've not sinned before, cafe wa abacha.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm getting somewhere.
Yeah.
Like I think this is very basic.
Yeah.
And as a people, I was saying from that perspective. Say, look, what is giving glory to God is giving glory to God. Don't come and tell me I'm a secular artist. Who told you that I cannot sing for someone to be healed?
No.
Now I'm just trying to get your attention for you. It's like at the end of the day, my point is that their pastor came and they said like, oh, okay, there's a rule or there's regulations, whatever, for the Catholic Church. And I'm also trying to tell you that I've been a sacristan before. So I've been born into the Catholic Church. Do you understand what I'm telling you? And we sing praises that are not in the hymnary. The hymn book is what we are supposed to, that is where all our music comes from, for the Catholic Church. But we sing songs that are not in the hymn.
So
hymn book.
You're qualified.
Who qualifies it? Who qualifies it? That's the question. No. Me, I not come tell you say I be secular artist. Who qualifies it as a gospel artist? Okay. That person, you know the juju way go they do. You know the thing way they do before they get. You know not say.
That one.
So I'm just trying to tell you that don't live with that mindset that this person. Oh, okay. And so come do. Now who a traditionalist. Out, rubbing that white or red thing. So come and do whatever, like you're from the world, and I'll pay baby. So comedy, and I was saying, so I said, no, where do you say, oh, you man into me, Jin soon.
Bobby Orange.
But you see, there are different.
Go down to your conscience.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Obi or Onji, or who are call so high, you can say, hey, you go to hell, you're stupid. You are very stupid for you not to take, because you needed water. Somebody offered you water. And also the Good Samaritan, there were people that came to bypass that person. Some of them were like, I just want us to live in love and not live with the rules, in fact, stupid rules that society has placed on us as a people. When we do that, we grow, we become wiser. A lot of Christians are not getting healing because they are stupid. Okay? A lot of Christians are there, they are not getting healing, they are not getting breakthroughs because they are stupid. Because the way society has embedded some type of knowledge in them, it's there like that. Obika said foul. If you put BB on the foul and you take it off, the foul is still there. You know what I'm trying to say, right? Like,
still I cover.
Thank you. It is the mindset. That is the biggest limitation on mankind. And it's still the biggest. White man go space. You think, say, if we did this Ghana, somebody go think, say, you won't go space. You don't go. Because if they say, hey, that be where God is, so you don't want to go there. I just want us to live in love. Like, make we not just did they think like, say, why? Pastor, they sing, me dey nyina be asida. You dey tell am say, wetin dey say. You dey tell am say, wetin dey sing no good. Me I know. Well, me I say,
and so two or
yes. That one to be correct. I just dey tell you say that one to be correct, but that one no.
But enyum title no ya asida. That one asida no enye nipa no osi oda na se o. Osi oda Nyankopon ase. Baby omusia nso ye Nyankopon fie.
Why you think say some people know they go church? They don't go church because the church they only tell people stupid things. They tell the people.
You
understand what I mean, bro? That be why some people know they go church. And they tell you this to make you know. So that be why some people they know they like go church because the church always they be create too much. They be too much create.
Yes, I know.
Yes. Hey, they don't know sound. Hey, and Nyankopon person your man. Oh, they will see you in Nyankopon. Hey, who tell you that thing?
You know be God.
No, I just tell you.
They say they know be God.
Yes, you can set up.
Welcome.
And I'll tell you something. Like rules are set up just to guide our behavior. Sure. That one. So if he apologizes to the church that I did something that I wasn't meant to do, it's different.
Yeah.
But to say that I sang a secular song, what makes it a secular song? Who will be the person who God can tell you say this is my beloved song, in which I am well pleased. Sing it for me. This one. Do you understand what I'm telling you? It is the same if you believe that God made heaven and earth. That means Satan don't even get strength to make any human being. So if the person get inspiration, make music, let's not leave with that. I'm going to end my argument there. I'm just saying.
No.
You're right.
No. What you see in my submission?
Yes.
I never.
Which was correct.
No,
yes.
I never brought the issue of secular or.
Debbie.
100%.
Me ankasa me on this side.
Yes.
What's I mean? Me wo boni phone.
Thank you.
So you know, I will never bring anything about say where you secular and I say.
I know
Onunso me ntia. Oh boni phone.
Na me dey say me tena here dey me boni.
That's what can say.
Them person who say
and I was oti and say
no.
We are sinners. We are sinners.
Just like I was saying, what's the damn person me tell?
I say none is righteous.
Of course.
Yeah. Not even one.
But Bible or training ni bi enu wa onye bone da.
Anyway,
I want Ecclesiastes chapter 20.
Me person me nka wo saa de we nya say me label obi ase will be a gospel.
Yeah, that be all. Yeah.
Me I believe in the love that he said.
Love.
Was it God is love? 1 John 4:8. Was it God is love?
Love.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Of course, I say nyame ono na ye odo no. Enti ye nyina na odo ye. What's in person? But me, I also believe say there's time and place for everything. I'm not condemning. Say will be better nyom, but ye wa wari ase, ye wa party ase, ye wa party song, ye wa san na ba wa.
Let me person me because you see, ye wa kwan fa so ye niam. And also why nye ni ye a phone bra.
Of course.
Me yes you so call shrine. They tell who a movie mo. What the owner yes you
say enunti na make say
you na
asori bia woni doctor.
Exactly. Yes you na.
I think we all like all aligned.
Exactly.
We all just agree that like the rule should be followed.
Yeah.
Okay. Or but we've all also established that no one
can tell anybody say he's a sinner. Of course.
Nobody can about perception.
Yeah.
Any positioning, brand positioning. I don't know. Say, and you be what I'm here. It put me in a certain kind of mood, and me cut to be a bit more. You ever see a way you see? You want to see a boy you see this are emotions, no? Ebeba. And you tell be our club. What should she be? One or no be now, Betty. Mo bro, ufueje.
But I'm for Jamie to
Good.
now.
Good.
Hey.
But you know that a do a bema or certain kind of mood.
Yeah.
Obi wa obeko said all party now and fun, but some of them consciously will
have a sober reflection.
Now, when you have some
either,
sober reflection, be I watched a video Jata posting and saying a club no more ball. PSC.
Yeah, no, go for raising handkerchief. I saw it. Yeah.
You see them.
Bill, I said that for the DJ said for apologize, say play gospel song.
No, but they do mixes there.
Yes, I understand what they're talking. That means the DJ for apologize, say play gospel song.
I checked, imagine say a ball, also 4 pages down. Obi or no last or they are party or club.
Yeah.
Straightly perception, no.
It goes back to the
and maybe you can distract them in a bit.
True, yes. Be a stumbling block
to worship Maker. It's you know, Minyin said they are condemning the song.
That video, they nothing happened. Nothing happened.
Paluta saw your bonnet for name.
There's a time and place, man.
There's time for everything.
Yeah.
Yes. And you know, and I must say, Mama can we do a speedy of Mama messages?
But I like you.
No,
thank you.
Your mind.
Thank you.
I say Pedro, hey, Modena Cruz. Also watching the best show live and clear inside Indianapolis, Kumasi. Tana so Junction and the main junction. All right. Oscar BJ, also despite widespread admiration for a song beloved by both the Catholic leader and his congregation and the overwhelming support of nearly 70% of Ghanaians, there remain those who misguidedly demand an apology from the pastor. However, true judgment should not be based on superficial condemnations. All right, it's coming from Entertainment Prophet. Please, I'm Eric, and please, I fully support what Kamido said. And don't forget, we are not to judge one another, for it is written. Samuel Kingsley Manko, please, we are getting it all wrong. Okay, tell us. The pastor sang it at a wedding when he was preaching and advising them on forgiveness. And Piquet from Nungwa, there is a difference between church service and a wedding ceremony. So the wedding ceremony was happening in the church. That is okay. Yes. I'm enjoying the show live from Achema Safu. Piaga. Now for Achema Safu.
Now for Achema.
Achema this year could Eastern region. Yeah. Eastern region, yes.
I'm not going to do any show for them.
Around. Don't worry.
Yeah. Next man, we are going.
It's around.
All right.
Okay. Kufuri tough.
Last one. Asasi J. Good evening, sir. I'm watching you from Doma Inkro. Please, there is no harm with it because the Bible says we should praise God in anywhere and anyhow. Anything and come on, I there. Yes, me did say enjoy, baby. I will be a channel. Be a someone can be no. So konya kano. Ebeja mo trade am pon yakopon because that man your me. Or no better say. Catholic nanyum no to ye no enya bone. Ana say eye bone. Eno ti ye be koso aye mistakes. Ye be koso apore ye ho se ne be ya bibia ebe ebe. But yenko yentwa ye homra. Yakasa ma hit no enti yenko kakra de yenko pe darling lemon bi ne enfengu ye mra se na bibia enye boko na no kan se o chance ye darling factor e show a darling lemon for e na hye e Adom TV me ma akwa ababiem e ba Showtyme and show na ye hot aye gidi o do comment e ba me dia e Kojo King na me tena dwumade mu area amount na Sorry, that was also person who asked question. Quick one, and call the next.
Maybe some bisa wasem about Buju Banton. When say, say Buju are making a big assertion.
Yeah.
Or person or say, I say Afrobeat, you know. Mobono, and yet themed like the reggae, where it's themed about social issues and things like that, you know. And Kofobi Bra more opinions about it.
Yeah.
What is your take on what Buju said and how you understood
First
it?
of all, like, big respect to Buju. I think he's been like an OG who has like really made amazing, you know, records out there and inspired a lot of us, you know. Based on what he said, this is what I'll say. You know, me, sometimes I feel like I'm even like abreast with information, but I'm sitting with like my manager and they're discussing something. I'm asking questions and I'm like, you, only music you want to do. You don't know this thing.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you feel like you know and you are like abreast with like the whole scope of like the music industry because you're an OG, but you actually not.
Okay.
The music or the records that he has been listening to lately
Are not themed.
it's like he's only hearing something that's
Yeah.
like, what are these people talking
Yeah.
about? Do you understand? But if he went deeper, then he would have seen that like Stonebwoy makes records for like,
Yeah.
tell me where we're gonna run to.
Yeah.
That's reggae.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's
That's
reggae, but like at the end of the day, the guy is an Afro dancehall artist.
Yes.
But he died.
You don't understand
that
what
was
I'm saying? You don't understand what I'm saying?
So no can
Okay.
Afrobeat.
Or come, or come.
Okay.
reggae there. You
Stonebwoy
be
is an
conscious.
Afro dancehall artist.
No, but that particular song you
Record,
mentioned is reggae.
a reggae
reggae.
song.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. But then he has other songs.
Yes, Into the Future.
I have records like
Yeah.
Hot Pursuit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is talking about, you know, deeper stuff. So it's only, I'll say that maybe he's not updated his scope. Like, okay, he hasn't like done more research to know that, you know, there are artists actually, because he's been in prison for like some time, right?
Yeah. But let me ask you, do you think, say,
that's what it is.
be endorse Afrobeat na ye teamed, you know?
Yeah.
Be endorse
The ones a pop-
popular now.
Because this thing, Burna Boy, is
yeah,
the same
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
The Afrobeat
Be
in
endorse, yeah.
substance.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
The thing is that people are scared to do what they actually want to do.
Okay.
A lot of people are scared to do what they really are destined to do. And I said this before, that everyone is destined to be a legend. But if you don't discover that thing that has been embedded in you and make it blossom, you are never going to be a legend. And that is why artists rediscover themselves. Oh, the label wants you to do this because this is what is selling.
But that's not really
It's
you.
not about
Yeah.
you. It's what is selling. So now you are a market follower.
Yes.
But companies come and they know that only say, hey, we understand phone tall, but like they stick to their game.
And they win.
And they win.
In time, they win. So it's different. That is what I would say to you. So that's why people will say, yes, it's what they're listening to is no substance
No stuff.
and everything. Because everyone is just talking about the same thing, hoping that it taps into what has been trending and then,
trending.
you know, they sell. But
Thank you very much.
when you
Thank you,
rediscover yourself, so I just feel like Buju Banton needs like more
Open.
A&Rs around him to make him listen to some of the stuff that.
Me that's it, Kavido. Me that's it. On that one.
All right.
That
Yeah.
is so me that's it.
Yeah.
Now, young call topic we so.
Yeah.
Politics. Uyu who film na one way or the other no oh yeah politics. Now Honorable Deputy Minister of Creative Arts and Tourism, Honorable Mark Okrekumante,
One of our own.
Mumbie munja say motete political parties na mon pese ebe who say mo join e bia Kamido so feel the NDC as say oh open up no me who say ofele no we need big men kwotita say na say wo mu but unimu eno anso no na say eye Olive the Boy echo ball performance bi or an NDC event bi I say na no ba here among 4% mo tag no ante ya Kimpalutan so you say on the flag bearer of the MPP and some party top officials e wo ho mo to nyom ni adade among 4% o mo tag them and now Black Rasta the Rutica say Olive the Boy should be very careful although okoye business but on tutu na na mo ye before Ghanaians what other stories they unim omo say omo koto nyom a certain political party omo ho a kire omo bebre na yebusa say eye bone say me de me ho na me say me don party we mayi manim no aden na still till date no Ghana for enye the ente sa asem we ase sofo politics eye de bone ana
Me da say politics nya de bone because o de ba Christosum mo kra politics wo because nyankopon ne bronza me politics nyankopon penny followers bronza penny followers but ye nipa no ye adwene na ekuta ye no ye perception no enti say onu gina ha na unko gina ho bi a enye
okay
uko gina ha na onu gina ho bi a enye enti me to me no me hu say ka politics nkenye say enye ntokwa na ye adwen kire aha na me pese me gina party we na pese me follow ana party we na pese me tonyo na anka enye bone but senior ma aklodi no enti ama se uko ho no mo a na obi owo sebi NDC beka se oni na afa obi owo MPP beka se oni na afa obi owo CPP beka se oni na afa na che se onyum na te se ne a omo ka so wakodwane onyum na ewo se o yen ka se ono ani feelings and or their co party we munti say or was a party no a oye Ghana ni oye nipa ne nyuma was here support because uni party wo munti na je say was say oyuma what I say but anka enye
problem.
No enka enye problem enka enye problem
it will be advice say yeah creative admit for omo twese ni omo yi omani no omo nye because ehun susan so bebre so ayatete bebre
ni opeso ye no eno de enye nche ni opeso ye no onyi nanim because some politicians na be leaders the first 7 years of no ye friend say politicians omo asorim enti obi opeso ye politics bia no enye nche but was send ya target ni ya frame no na ya clothing nti obi hu ni say me kokase me NDC ni a me movie actor e bia me nya role
because say unya role no o per se do level be everyone say that your rap parliamentar we have a lot of creatives omo influence ni ma and yen so ne yen per se ye de ho be hyem ase ye tetachi no how can we get to that level ebetimi aye a great changes for our industry
and I make say I was onya kukudro na osi ubo
okay
what you say I was onya kukudro na osi ubo na hunu say we na me pese me ye because Yesu ba no kra Obama Nyankopon what you say Yesu ba Obama Nyankopon enti o say ni you can John 10:10 na o say e wo bi wo ho mba so be wia no wakum no wasai but me de me ba say obenyankwa what you say enti hono my politics
okay
hono
politics
yes because onu be wini so samanyame
na
we yes
enti prophet Joseph Atara say emi be ba ye be wu say ugina political party bi stage so a oye adwuma na
no say nyame ma me ho kwan ya me nye sade no what you say
nyame ma ho kwan
nyame ma me ho kwan de a what you say nyame ma me ho kwan de a and me bom pa esanka e benya like asofo ne omo anyame kasafo mu na nka bia be leaders eba bo apa what you say obi anyame suro woni mu
ti nyame ka edia ti say bia fe ye to e na ochina e bia MPP for and NDC for afro onwum a wabo ba ku ya na odidi asai ye pese ye fa na ye de ye bibia wo be
ena me chese se nyame ma me ho kwan a because ti say manamu a metutu nyina ye nyame akwan
na say spirit ne wo mu nyame Holy Spirit no nam
aha so no nam ono kasa ono mame ana papa na ma so ono kasa
sika no modu
it's not about sika
okay
what you say it's not about sika obi timi nya sika pem mane wa hu so hwa ana say
na hwe no
be hwe no obi so nya kitua bi na be
me da say but me moving straight to Camido because sad story see Olive the boy ni nua and am for tag ya near tag but a business why enyom there na an entity like the political party no we say afie no on person mo tredom eni we say Camido onyum sugar cane say o dane no na o de obidin flag bearer obidin sisemu na obegina your platform so e be boy na akwa ebize okoya ya no mo side ne say Camido wo bi a wo ye pe onyum say na me de onyum aye snap wakwa don ni eye bi party ene teen tanto mido as a creative so what is some way we now how do you receive it
yeah it still falls back to mentality you know perception is everything we are free but we are not free you say you are a democratic country and now you're telling your brother to not express themselves. Are you serious? The country be on. I'm just trying to say, at the end of the day, yeah, if you're a democratic country, then allow people to express their opinions, you know, so long as they are not killing you or they are not, you know, whatever, trampling upon your freedom. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, for me, I was on another television station and I was doing an interview and I make a show and said, look, if MPP calls me to do a show and it has nothing to do with me saying that I endorse MPP.
Okay.
Or I don't endorse the other one or whatever, like, or PD, whatever. I'm doing my show and I go.
Performance.
And if anybody comes at me, I'm going to do them. It doesn't make sense.
Of course.
That's your opinion anyways, but if you come to me, if he crosses that barrier of like trying to like...
Go give woto.
You know, you go collect. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it doesn't make sense for us to be living in this day and age for people to still be doing what they are doing right now. It does not make sense. Why is an artist going to... He's a musician. Okay? Doctors operate on people and they die. Do you humiliate those doctors? If I tell you, say, oh, me, I think this one is good, oh, and you go and do it, it's not because, like, I am God to tell you, that is my opinion. At the end of the day, it is still left to you to make your decision because that is why they make voting from 18 and above. And it's assumed that from 18, you know what is good and what is bad. There are influencers. Those people are always going to be there to say, oh, where there. But at the end of the day, you taste it and you're there. Because the influencer say, there. No. If you eat it and it's not good for you, don't chop up again. You know, like we have grown to a stage where, bro, AI self, they do everything for us right now. So make you not just day there and just they think like back, like 95.
Don't need, man.
But
do you understand what I'm trying to say, though?
You.
So for me, that is where I stand. And Marco Kweku is saying that creatives should be, because I think that you people, they see creatives like they be some god with them there. FDA has gone to lay embargo on artists from endorsing alcoholic beverages.
Yeah.
Stop producing the alcoholic beverages if you think it's bad for the usage of the consumers.
At a certain age.
Listen, stop selling it. In America, if you want to go and buy weed, because weed is legalized, if you want to go and buy alcohol, whatever it is, you show your ID. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You go get all the beard for this world. Where they say, hey, this man go be 90 years. You go show your ID before they go sell for you. Do you understand? Because there is an age limit on the usage of the product. And the country has seen that, look, usage of the product brings more GDP. So let's sell it. Okay, let's legalize it, but then let's control the usage. That is why, if I look at the ID and it's not you, I will not sell it to you. I'm coming.
Okay.
Now, say, I'm just addressing this whole thing, right? You say musicians should not endorse alcoholic beverage. How much if you pay the musicians? You know that money not really there in the industry, so you know they really pay the artists.
It's part of your...
So you see the artist in video, you complain, video better now, why you know? Because he doesn't have the money. And if I tell you what goes into like production,
making a video,
it's so much. I'm getting somewhere, right? Now, you stop the artist from endorsing an alcoholic beverage that can bring him so much money for him to reinvest. But there are influencers that are endorsing the same beverage, okay? Or even faces that are they are not celebrities, they are not popular, but they are endorsing that same beverage or whatever it is. Now, and as a betting company, if you think the thing is bad for your country, ban it. But if you think that it brings money to your country, you control the usage.
More influence. More influence.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Who be a TikToker? It's open to everybody. Everyone is using phones, iPads. Until be TikTok. And now when parents is not there or the guardian is not there, be a TikTok. And they see all kinds of things. Okay? The social media is there. That is the biggest platform for marketing. Tell me I'm lying. Social media is the biggest platform for marketing. So now, if you are telling me that I shouldn't endorse this, okay, and a Nigerian is endorsing it and I'm seeing it on social media and I'm patronizing it, tell me where you are achieving your goal.
But on that case, no, maybe.
When
you took it to court.
Yeah, they called court.
I had that in mind too.
Celebrities
Nobody supported
like you.
them.
We didn't see you going to the court. Say,
and that is the thing, because you know, like I said, with the Puchu Banting thing, it's scope. Because I wasn't even in a country at that time. I wasn't in the
maybe
country.
you were not even approached. You didn't know.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
Because the so-called music
organization,
union or whatever organization, is not even connected to every artist. So the problem is bigger than what you go stand up and just can't put some limitation on artists and they chop their food. Sense no day inside. And me, I remember I was tweeting about that. I don't have a problem. I want to sit. I want artists to come. Let's sit with the FDA. What are you trying to achieve? How can we all work together? But why do you take food from my plate and thinking that you're achieving something?
You can do it.
And if we almost starve a sector of business because way of marketing themselves.
Yes. Now, if you are a Ghanaian producer and you're producing alcoholic, but do you know the tax? Tax at Utiano is crazy. And upon all that tax, no matter where they don't do them. And every day people, look, it's bigger than us. And like he said, everyone, not just creatives, everyone should be able to voice out. But at the end of the day, let's do what is right for all of us as a people. It's not about, and somebody stupidly will sit down there and hate you. He's your brother, but he will now start to like look at you with contempt because he belongs to this party.
I would say.
No,
some of the West.
And
somebody be on.
Okay, I apologize. It's true. Yeah. That should be censored. I apologize. You know what I'm saying? So, like, your brother, but you are hating. You and your brother did the same house. But now you don't know the talk because he belongs to another party or he decides to support another party. Look, the fun part is there, but we need to like look at the reality. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I just think that. Let me now bring my voice down. I just think that as a people, we have to be able to like analyze things before we judge. And I feel like Ghanaians are more judgmental on unnecessary things. You see, say Nigeria, it reached some time and they were tired and everybody they go rally, demonstration and then boom. But guess what? Some demonstration happened for Ghana and on social media, people were coming at people that why you no come? Okay, you no come, so we no go support you again. But the person maybe in their house where they feel good. Though. So they think say do you know like I feel like they argue over unnecessary things rather than I think he's right. Everyone should be able and bold enough to exercise their right without fear of being humiliated or anything.
Good. Me that's it. Come do. Wama submission. What kind of boss was in fact is good.
And then they will make it headlines.
Now, Sally.
Yes, sir.
Remember also.
Yeah.
This issue of politics. Fans, NTSA about because NTSA, and you need to be careful of that. And yes, sir, you may take a personal decision, but in the end, you may not like it. And then I can fast answer you.
I like every singer. Kamido Akanaji. It's like every singer. Na me envisage say. I wanted to say, share light on it a lot of times, pa. Now, I feel say, you see a word in a global village, but Ghana di, yet a global archaic. Global archaic stone age. We don't move forward ever.
Hey, Jum FM. For the DJ for the poodles for the. If you
talk. I say, we are not moving forward in a sense. Barack Obama.
Yeah.
Barack Obama was one president, at least that's the time I started really following American politics. Was the time we saw the creme de la cremes of America, including Oprah, supporting Beyonce, supporting. But say, Omadrina is so open-minded, say, this is the time they need to exercise their franchise.
Okay.
Romans 13 verse 1. Onyankopon the politicians and the people in government it's for a purpose.
Yeah.
Or no. It will say we should always try to share your better obuo and respect to them. To them. It's Onyankopon that do a for the purpose to be achieved. I was here and respect to them. So be per se. Ya approaching or share said the beyond Pakono policies, ideologies, just like Samini did. Samini took it upon himself, say, even the free SHS policy I want to not say because of Onintino D.
Yeah.
Nanadu Echino. Intino, no, a weekly serial or series of how people are benefiting. And in Kofa, no, Tiomu school fees are because of free SHS, no, own people are different. Me, I feel, say, I would wish every single musician would be bold as me. If you want to join somebody, join. Jessica.
Lukewarm attitude there.
Listen, and now no more car about Olive the boy. A lot of people were saying, I was in a meeting, I'm saying, negativity here too much. Because say obe performing no kon ye hu ni say an artist na performing and the anya so political platform no tena so a. You be say he's doing well because look at the number of people eba show
and chanting the music.
Yes. Yeah. Look at the number of people.
Because there has to be some entertainment there as well.
Exactly. DKB, Nankro chastising no say no. People should stop. Onyankopon has given everybody the ability to make a choice. You make a choice to sleep with a man. You make a choice to sleep with a woman. You make a choice to sleep with a friend. Say a woman sleeping with a woman. People are making their choices. At the end of the day, the person that will judge is God. And it's like in Paluta time we are back. Now, political party. Because it means to me, it means that don't judge. Because if you can't do that, nobody can.
Madam be from sleep or to an S or 200 mintimento. A do or not to about side now.
Let people enjoy them. Let people have their say.
Do you think, say, as media platforms say be a bit to me, I reach it to the masses, no? We've not done enough to educate or conscientize them, say, normal.
Because every single politician, journalist is affiliated. People are not able to be journalists by doing, say, yes, I'm doing this. And say, wait, Kamido ko join the NDC, and ko join the MPP. Only pakono tina hono. Na Jane now say the conscience na say me I belong here. It's any other person be belong go no to jagum, no to jagum, no to verse say oh. Yeah, rally and I say yeah when we and oh Kamido, Olive the boy be entertaining ye. What he has people enjoy though. And I said DKB be my jokes. What he has look at what President Mahama did for DKB.
DKB was beautiful.
Like, I was so impressed. I was so impressed that
that's an endorsement right there.
I was like, oh, the president even watches.
Do you get what I'm saying?
That was really cool. That was cool.
That was so cool.
And they are your fans.
Yes, exactly. And me, I've met a friend, say President Mahama on about 3 occasions. Or dealing with him, Mofra. You can't fake that. He's so real with kids. And to say Mofra, Jambofra, the Mofra bonko. I've seen 3 different occasions. And crown on the flowers, let people have their own say in their lives. Let them make money. This is cocoa season. And then it's cocoa season. Because the politician after here, they will not look at you.
After election,
nobody will be just happen or be approach you. The blog no said the next 4 years. A bit to me, I sustain you. I'm not even the rather business money idea. And people should stop judging.
Good. People should stop judging. Yes, Remo, who will be our shame. And Kobo ye dipa say, Omo ye jumayefo. Baby any pesia biano, ye from no ma baby Germany. So a bosum feel a Sunday moo party club, baby out from about Sansuna. A political party ye nipa. And a share it is a sign pano. Ye did your man, it is a camido. Everybody is a camido, bebois. And yes, our bedroom party. Yo mumienu. Party ni bet me after camido say. Your person only a chini. Who could now platform so now campaign who telling people about
just like Samini did
our policies. Yes. And no one no say Kamido G or Budiano Pono Crown ABA for that season and all buy into their vision and policies. If you are on your party bar. It is said on your party bar, you how I show say we will acquire Juma Jinisika no wako. Send me be a tram shatawale or bomber this no as I call bomber MPP. What Jinisika no call it is Ramumunya sa and Tia said, it did what Tia said, Yanko push out.
Because all you need to say, that's what
exactly who bought Tinko, yeah, when I make her. As for most of our program be a all-night service. Now be kind of war night. Oh, then they all normal or night in
a holiday.
War night. Share. They say any enche ho asem kakra.
Me da say okay Matthew chapter number 26 now. If you verse 40 corner emra Yesu ba be kono na edu time also ko bompae but omko popo no so ko bompae na obekwa ba na asuafo nada to be say so you couldn't wait with me for just an hour and Peter Kachen say na honam ne pe honhom ne pe honam na ayemre nti e wo say me bompa na Awurade dey say any to makoma so me mobilizing enipa na ade bi eyemro ye bi emma nipa entimi nyina ne na so spiritually and physically entimi hia na ye mompa na ye nhye ye ho enkrai because uka Hebrews ne cross ma ye nja ye ho nhyehyɛ mu enti program ne baso nyame ya adoma 30th of this month Friday ewo asori no forecourt hono ma enimu ababi am ya Tara praise no ehwa na program ebe baso yeah enti Friday 30th enti seminia kamindo wa ha dia me invite no say obeba ne aka bom na
me ho picture no say Newtonia your friend Fouls the bad guy pa
yeah Fouls yeah
okay
Prophet a guy
oh fun who
na say 30th ewa adenta
barrier
cheesy you form
yes
building kakraka no enim ho no
na footbridge no last footbridge ewa adenta before we do traffic light na
yenko di empire kakra because honhom no epeba ya na honam no wa yembre enti yenko hye honhom no so na be ya honam no ye stubborn na watimia a discipline na
na that day no anyumtuni oba ye minister OJ.
Oh, okay.
Minister, myself.
Oh, Abakum, on friend.
There was surprises, baby. So now, baby, na him say you na to, but when it comes to prophetica, I am deep, and that day in Radibe,
I think I'm here to experience that side of you.
Okay.
And you know,
okay.
Me, I'm a baby.
Mate.
I don't know na baby.
Mate.
And your mom pie. I want one.
Oh, die.
And me catch Ruby. I say be obi. I will crown croya de be or their hospital. Why yeah? And you problem. They say yeah war. Minim problem dana so omra no be meeting ame mani be meeting me o be meeting ame na obi bia no ho ne nyankopon anya encounter ne life aye the same da enti me to nsafra obi bia say 30th ye efiada we ye ne mu ne na woche
efiada by na
ne na woche e hia wo 8 o'clock
na
program yes 8 o'clock na program ne e hia se
also for meda wase memra menua eye mi do ho me who say wabo nyum na nsen NLF obi hu na say
nothing lasts forever.
Yes, yeah. Basketball. It's one of these American
NFL.
Good. Say this.
Yeah.
Okay, say they supposed to tell you say nothing lasts forever.
Yeah.
And him for now only one more.
Oh, it's just one of those where it's like you're beating yourself. Oh, I should have known. You know, I should have known. Say, oh yeah, I should have known that, you know, not to put all my faith in this, you know, that nothing truly lasts forever. So that's where the inspiration came from when I had like a situation that I dealt with, and then I made the record. And I'm glad because I tried to put a lot of my real life situations in there, like my therapy session and all of that, just to like inspire people. Say, you know, you go through things, but also know that there are ways to guide and help you, you know, come out stronger. You know, so basically. That record we did, and it's been doing amazingly well. And I just put out like open verse, like beats, you know, and I've heard amazing stories from people. And just this morning, Medical sent me a verse, you know, and it's right there on my Instagram, CAMIDOH. So go on my Instagram, you listen to it, and we're going to drop the official remix very soon, and hopefully we make some beautiful. Remix again, just like Sugarcane. Yeah.
Obi said, what target as a broken heart? Some of the explanations out there, man, say you had a broken heart issue as a relationship. But Obi also said, who said beyond the relationship on the year war, it be an industry experiences be a part of, and you know, but at a point then now I switch it to I won't break twice.
To be fair, that record is like, yes, it shouldn't really be about love. That's why the chorus is like, if I teach me before, nothing lasts forever. Like, it's not just supposed to be about love, but at that point, and I, as an artist, I love to be real with people who patronize me.
Of course.
I love to just give you me. That is why when my team decided to put out that record, it was at that same point that I was going through what I was going through. So I said, even though it was painful, I was going to film my therapy session. Do you understand? But I wouldn't have done that if I wasn't going through that at that particular time. I would have related the music to like all other ends that it could be related to. But just because I was going through that at that particular time, I decided to just put my real life experience there to inspire people. But then just say the music is only inspiring
by
breakups.
Okay.
You know, because even that's just relationship. But breakups, no, it happens in all other aspects of our lives.
It can be between when they're down for cry.
Exactly.
Who entertains the entertainer? More Jim Crawford, but Bosho baby, Obi and Yaji, we are not a show corner. Who go through Nyama, Okwana, or facing. Say, when you are depressed, how do you get out of such a situation practically?
I have like beautiful people, my brothers, like, you know, my friends that I love and I cherish. I hang out with them. And sometimes like sometimes from conversation or not your bonko mana wajin every sanya manus. But the most important one is therapy. And I'm so proud that I took that step.
Okay. As in professional, going to professional.
Like, you know, my therapist is such an amazing human being and listening to me and helping me with other people's experiences, making me watch stuff or listen to stuff, telling me. It's just that one-on-one, but the experience is different. That is why they are professionals. So yes, obviously, therapy is a good point of like to start from, to relieve yourself of depression.
Any upcoming projects are after NLF?
I want to put out my album. Me drop it, my album, because I feel like I've always been holding back, but I make albums. I make like, I'm one of the amazing artists that makes like amazing body of works. I do that. I'm good at it. But I don't like boldly like just come for it and just like drop it. So now I want to like, I'm ready to just like, I actually tweeted, I said delete the old me because it's not going to be the old Camido that you know.
Okay.
Just
fire.
Unapologetically chasing my dreams, and things that I believe in, putting it out there. Yeah, so definitely I'm looking at putting out the album. But yeah, just like more singles. And I've just done a collaboration with Kwame MP. Amazing, was in the studio and yeah, so I want to collaborate more. So that's what you're going to see of me.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, tell me time.
Okay, mommy.
Me time that's with probably 1 minute.
Yeah, no,
your last
and then Ekyaba by Kukua, friend say, Mrs. Sa. And I face on a dine with Bigos, Miko Didi wo.
Okay.
Ewo Ablikuma, Aniko Plaza. Mr. Omedriane is so nice. And this sisters came through for me today. You guys, thank you so much. And now to Caris. Caris also see a Philippa Belfi, a management member, or she, any idea. What I want to say to Camido is this. I feel, say, on the journey of the depression, it is something that you have to go deeper into it. Because what I see in it, say, we don't better prepare you guys for the fame. Until when you get there, this is a project I would want you, say, Bia, the ability near there or what, take it up. Go to schools. People that want to be artists, you guys are not better prepared because you need record labels. It takes you through a lot of process and sana. Please don't let it be about you. Take it up and do something with it. You will save a lot of life.
Thank you very much.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. And you know, your best support. Because it's easy. Easy. You can wake up one day as a musician in Ghana, the next day you were a superstar. And you might be brave, and some of the things you are not supposed to see, but because Sana Jumana into Nitria, and yes, say medical easy. Baby, Oma welcome, baby.
It's gonna cut in June or drop here on my Instagram. How can I cut you? Oberhun answers to what you're saying. Yes, problem. On my Instagram.
I will open verse.
Yes, I was so.
So for your call, and they will be up a sort chiano, and they will last message.
Me damu nyina asinya minshramu. And I think I really enjoyed the conversation.
Hey, obey secular ni no. You are inspired.
Oui.
I said, enough.
Also for your
Me say.
Me
Secular better than
oh,
secular needs why enjoy so for ana me boa.
no. Win.
Yeah.
Obvious.
Me believers grace for now. Nyamisro bibia. Obetimi follow me wo all the social media handles. Prophet Joseph Atara. By Kai said 30th August. A night with Jesus.
A night with Jesus.
A night with Jesus.
Yeah. Okay, all right. Don Joe. Oh, share Don Joe. St. Michael SHS. In Koko, Aqua Semia, me to SS. Or so,
yes,